Hi, I'm Sean, and this is a Rookie Roost special. In this video, I give a brief tour of the tiny apartment I lived in back in 2012. I built the loft to hold a single mattress and my audio workstation was underneath. I made it 8 feet long for extra storage space, and it had a 5'9" clearance, just tall enough so I could walk underneath. Next to the loft is where I kept all of my kitchen appliances, and behind it was a shelf that I built to hold all of my commonly used items. On the top of the shelf unit is where I kept all of my nightstand type stuff, like my phone charger and a lamp. At the foot of the bed is where I kept my clothes. I used a closet wire shelf and an IKEA nightstand to hold everything. Guitars take up a lot of space, so I hung them on the wall. Here's a little look around the room. The kitchen wall was full of IKEA gadgets. The apartment only had one light bulb in it, so I installed some additional lighting underneath the loft, and it was controlled by this dimmer switch. This padded chest was my only sitting area. I kept mostly dirty laundry and tools inside. Here's a closer view of the head of the bed, and here's where I kept my snacks. At the foot of the bed, I had a second computer monitor to watch TV in bed. I tried wall mounting it, but installed it too close. Never got around to fixing that. Here's a better view of the clothing area. I still had stuff here I didn't really wear and could have condensed it further. Above the door I had some shelves that held a couple boxes of stuff I really didn't access very often. This window was the only natural light that came into the room. It was connected to a skybox that went up to the ceiling. It was a little weird not having an actual window, but a little bit of natural light was still nice to have. I built this fold-up table out of a cabinet door and used it for eating and food prep. In the sink area, I installed an extra light and some shelves to hold bathroom stuff. It was annoying having a bathroom sink rather than a kitchen sink in here, but I made do. And here's another view of the kitchen. The apartment was 89 square feet, about 9 by 10, and it had a 10-foot ceiling. Each floor of the building had 3 bathrooms with showers, and it wasn't that much of an inconvenience. They were kept very clean. Living here inspired me to build a tiny house on wheels. If you'd like to learn more about that, click here. And if you'd like to follow the progress of the build, subscribe to get updates of when new videos go live. Hope you enjoyed this tour. Feel free to ask any questions in the comment section, and I'll be sure to reply.
We're located right downtown in between Granville and Seymour Street on West Pender. We're at 620 West Pender. The building is a heritage building that was built in about 1906, and then it was recently renovated in May 2011. We have keyless entry at our front door, and welcome to 620 West Pender. Up to the right there you can see a security camera, and we've got these installed throughout the building on each of the floors. These are the original hardwood floors. They're in all the halls and extend into all of the rooms. And this is an example of a room on the second floor. That's the skylit window. That's how we get daylight into the rooms in the interior of the building. 10-foot ceilings that she's taken advantage of. And on the third and fourth floor, you've got 9-foot ceilings. Vanity sink, down below there's the fridge, and that comes standard with each room. All of our tenants have a different priority, and in this case, she didn't want to feel like she lived in a bedroom. So she set up a designated kitchen area, office area, sitting area, her TV's down below, her view of New York City's up above, and then she's got her clothes and her keyboard. So to live in a small space, you've got to be creative, and what she was able to find was a chair that folds out into a bed. So that folds out at night, she has somewhere to sleep, and then in the morning it gets folded back up again and she reclaims that floor space. Now we're going to move into a room at the front of the building. These are our largest rooms. They face out over West Pender, and he's got a bistro table in the front window. He's brought in a queen-size bed, and then he's got his dresser and his dressing area, and then he's put up shelves above the vanity sink and fridge to designate a kitchen area. And then out the front of the building, we're across the street from a parkade. To the right is the Revolving Restaurant, and to the left is Granville Street. So awesome location, great for public transportation. SkyTrain is like a block and a half away. This is the front staircase coming up from the front door, second floor going up to the third floor. We're going to keep going up to the fourth floor and go into another interior room. In this case, his priority was having a place to sleep and having a place to eat. So he brought in a queen-size bed, and then he designated a kitchen area, brought in a table that folds out, and when he wants to cook, he can bring up his hot plate and his grill, and then when he's finished, he can tuck it all away and collapse it back down again. Another skylit window to bring the daylight into the room, and then the thermostat for the baseboard. Every room has control of its own heat. So now we're going to move into a room at the back of the building. They're slightly smaller than the front. They look out over the back alley. And again, we've got the standard vanity sink and fridge. She's brought in a hot plate and a rolling rack for her clothes. This is somebody that likes to do yoga every day, so she wanted to make sure that she continued to have floor space, so she brought in the couch that folds down, and then she can fold it back up again to do yoga in the morning. Again, the standard fridge and vanity sink. And then on each floor, we've got a laundry room, stackable washer and dryer, coin operated, large capacity. And if it's ever full, you just run down a floor or run up a floor. But we've got 3 laundry rooms in the building. And then we've got 4 bathrooms on the 3rd floor and on the 4th floor, 3 on the 2nd floor. So we've got a total of 11 bathrooms in the building for 50 rooms. Standard vanity sink, toilet, stand-up shower. These are shared bathrooms. They've got a lock on the door, so you've got privacy. And that's it. That's our tour for 620 West Pender. So if you're interested, check us out online or give us a call.